Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Ryan Finners and welcome back to the Finnertainment channel. I'm sorry about the wind noise. If there is any, the wind is blowing outside right now. However, do you remember this golf cart right here? We picked this golf cart up back in January and I was supposed to make a video series on it, but I never did. This is the Club Car DS. This was the IQ model. Picked it up for $400. We put batteries in it. We made that one video getting it running. I'll link the video here. Well, anyways, the objective was to make a golf cart for around $2,000. That was out the door, that was everything, and this is a complete DIY golf cart. And what I mean by DIY, everything was done by myself. We did not send it out to get painted. We didn't use like the perfect paint. We just used Rust-Oleum paint. We used just a staple on seat covers. We used hubcaps on it. We did splurge a little bit on the extended top. We put a stereo in it and we put a back seat in it. And for $2,000, we did everything, including the golf cart and the new batteries. So like the first thing you notice here, the golf cart body did have gouges in it. And we tried to sand them down, but when we say we did everything for $2,000 or under, we didn't have money to throw out a $500, $600, $700 paint job for a golf cart. We had to do everything pretty much on the cheap. That's why I just took everything, I just scuffed it all down and we shot it with Rust-Oleum gloss. And then what we did is just sanded that down, wet sanded it down, and polished it out the best we could. We also rolling some hubcaps on some different tires and wheels. They're chrome, they look good. So another thing we did for the headlights, we used the OEM bezels, and these bezels I picked them up off of eBay for like $25 a set, both right and left, and I'll place the links to those in the description below as well if you're looking for the bezels. And these lights are 4x6 LED lights. They're made for a vehicle and they fit perfectly into these bezels. I'll put a link to those in the description as well. Now on this windshield here, we picked this up for like $39. It was supposed to be a scratch and dent windshield, but when it arrived it had full plastic on the outside and the inside. It looks perfect for $39 ship. I couldn't complain. And here we go again. See, there's still holes into the body. Like I'm saying, guys, we did this whole golf cart for under $2,000. I didn't do any body work to it. I just sanded it down as best as I could. Once I had it sanded down, I just painted it. Now this is a Stealing rear seat. I got this off of Amazon as well, and it came with the uprights. It actually had a different set of uprights. I had these and I put these on instead. However, I think it looks good, it fits good, it folds down. It's got the diamond plate underneath it. She can haul her dogs in the back there, ride around the neighborhood or whatever. Seat covers are A to Z golf carts. They're $119 for both the front and the back seat covers, and they're just staple on. I used a pneumatic stapler. I'll place that in the description below. It makes life so much easier using just regular T50 staples and that pneumatic stapler. Now as far as mirrors, these are the cheap LOL mirrors from Amazon. I think I paid $9.99 ship for both of these. Basically you just put them up there, find where you want them, drill 2 holes, and you mount them. Very simple. 10 bucks for some mirrors. Also, we put a stereo in here. This is a Boss Marine stereo. It came with the stereo itself that's Bluetooth. It was like a little more than 100 bucks. I think like 120 bucks, I think. They came with 2 6.5 speakers. That came with an antenna, USB input, some other functions. However, we've just been using it with the Bluetooth function, and it sounds pretty good. I didn't have much room to mount the speakers, so I just mounted the speakers down here, actually between the 2 rows of seats here. Put on the driver's side and the passenger side in the same spot. Now, in order to test out the speakers, I have some royalty-free music here so YouTube doesn't hit us with a copyright strike. So let's turn it up here from phone. That sounds pretty good. Now, one of the main reasons we didn't splurge on the paint is because we wanted to give her the most she could get out of a golf cart without going over budget. So like I said before, I'm not making anything on this build. So we went ahead and added an extended roof on this as well. The triple track, I picked this up local in town. I think they've sold it to me for around $215. But there it is. Top looks good as well. This upright in that first video had rust all the way down in here. So what I did is I just took a flap wheel and I got as much of that surface rust off as I could. And then I took some bed liner in a can and just did all the trim pieces in bed liner. Now on the dash in the glove box area, I actually took a torch and used the torch method. I'm sure you've seen that in other videos. Basically, you just take a torch or a heat source and you actually melt, I guess, the old plastic to the surface. Very simple to do. Now with this being said, I have roughly $2,000 in this. That includes the golf cart, the batteries to get it going, includes all the accessories. It's a good looking little golf cart. Now, I understand it's not a crazy expensive, custom cool build like a lot of people's into, but this is what she wanted. And you know, it looks good. I think in my opinion, it looks pretty good for $2,000. However, one thing that doesn't look good is this floor. And it's a huge eyesore. So with that being said, we're gonna take care of this floor mat problem in the golf cart today. And what we're gonna be doing is installing an Xtreme mat in this golf cart here. They reached out to me back in December of 2020. Said, would you like to try out our product? And I said, sure, I have a Club Card DS build coming. I was gonna make a full build series on the channel. I never did. However, we're gonna show you how to install that on the golf cart today. So here they go. This is the golf cart mats by Xtreme Mats. You can find them at extremematsgolf.com or you can find them on Amazon. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and place links in the description below for each one of the golf cart mats they make for different golf carts. Now I went ahead and sent us another box here, and I'm not gonna tell you exactly what this is just yet. We're gonna wait to the end of the video, open that and install that as well, and show you what else they offer. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up this mat here. These boxes have been in my garage for a little while, so we're gonna open up. Nothing else is in the box here. So the mat comes wrapped in plastic, like so. And I think we have some installation instructions here. We do. We also have some clips, and we'll go over that. All right, so in order to install the Xtreme mat onto the golf cart, they give you an instructions here. And in the instructions, you do not have to remove this factory mat from the golf cart. They also give you some clips. Now these clips here are gonna go against this aluminum rail right here. They're gonna attach up here to hold the Xtreme mats down so it doesn't shift when you're driving. So once you have the mat over to the golf cart, we're just gonna maneuver it into place. I'm going ahead and the golf cart's in the off position. I'm gonna remove the park brake. So that's up and out of place as well. We're gonna go ahead and take the slit, put it around the accelerator pedal and the brake pedal itself, like so. Go ahead and take these cup holders here, lean them up, put them up and out of place if possible. Put the cup holders back down. They will help hold this mat into place. So on this golf cart, I have a horn. The horn is located right here, and it's actually a foot operated horn. Now this mat is not going to automatically hit the horn when you're going. It's not that heavy, but it's heavy enough to stay in place. So we're not going to actually cut a hole, but you can cut a hole in your mat if you'd like to. However, this right here is just going to hide that horn button. Now on these clips, you have a smaller end, it's a little bit longer, and a bigger end. What we're going to do is pull the mat back. We're going to slide the smaller end, the thin end, over this piece of aluminum here. Once that's in place, you can go ahead and take the mat and lift it up, and it's going to hold that mat in place right there. Now you can see all 4 clips have been installed. I found it much easier to install the clips onto the mat before you put the mat in place. Once you do that, the mat just slides into place. The clips also slide into place as well. So on this box here, go underneath your kitchen sink. So this right here is what underneath my sink looks like. And this is made out of Luan, so it's not very thick. Now I bought this house back in 2003. I've had a water leak or two. Now before we put these mats down, we want to make sure everything has been swept and it's dry. We don't want to put them down over any kind of moisture. Now in my case here, I had to get 2 separate mats. One mat's gonna go in, slide to the left. The next mat's gonna go in, slide to the right. So this is now what under the sink looks like with the Xtreme mats. And if I ever have another leaky P-trap, the mat will catch it. It also has a lip on the mat right here that will hold the water. So that's what I did on that, just got 2 of those. So it looks a lot better and it's more secure. Now we can just put back all the kind of stuff that we had up underneath the sink to begin with. I will say if your water supply line comes out the bottom here, you're gonna have to cut out the bottom of the mat itself in order to fit it underneath your cabinet. I think that looks a lot better.